Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Lizeth Andrea Munoz. I am 21
Yeah.
years old.
Can you repeat again, please?
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good
Uh,
evening.
nice to,
Good evening.
nice to meet you, partners. My name is Lizeth Andrea Munoz. I am 21 years old. I was born in Pitalito, Huila, and I live in the same place. I am currently I'm studying English degree at UNAD, and I hope that we can do it a good work. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Hello, companions. My full name is Carol Castaño Galvis. I am 27 years old. I am from Colombia. I live Acevedo Huila. I am student of third English semester of UNAD University. My address email is fannycastro@hotmail.com. I like to read and to listen romantic music, and I would like to learn many more things with you. Thank you very much for attention.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay. Sure. Well, my full name is Jackie Han. I am 20 years old. I live in a small town called Gaitania, Tolima. It is a nice town. I'm studying a bachelor degree in English, like you. I I am very happy for stay here with you. I hope we can do an excellent work and we can answer all the questions for this activity. Nice to meet you, partners.
Okay,
Nice to
nice to
meet
meet
you.
you.
We
Okay,
have
if
the
you
same.
if you can, we are going to start. Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes?
Okay. Okay. The first question is: could the US Air Force have prevented the attacks? Okay. Um, Personally, I think that in life it happens. If the towers were determined to fall and drop, they were to do it. However, it is also certain that with the progress that characterize and the United States, the best could have been saved something. It is my first answer.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. My answer. The U.S. National Security Agency, NASA, had in its hands the system to obtain information for people or groups suspected of terrorism worldwide, which else incorporates to protect the private the citizens, but used by another method commissioned to private agency. When attacks of September 11th happened, data collected in the first method we looked, it was discovered, and with there, the terrorist plans could be prevented.
It's my
Okay,
turn.
companions? Yes.
Can you listen me?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course. Well,
Yes.
my answer for this question is the next one. Although this aspect is undeniable, it is not less true that the magnitude of the disaster suffered by the United States in Pearl Harbor could have been avoided. For that reason, I will tell you two of the reasons. Well, the first one is, although this aspect is, well, sorry, the first opportunity to contour the catastrophe occurred at 10:30 in the afternoon before the attack. At the time, the Japanese fleet was 18 kilometers away, and the message was sent that seemed very rare in that context. However, the state fleet decided to consult with the pilot and go to sleep. This was a huge error. The second reason or the second opportunity that for this was despite all these and other previous ones, perhaps the situation could have been saved. Marshall should send the important message over the radio moved for security reasons. The atmospheric conditions were bad, and the message took an hour and a half to arrive. When he did it, also lacked an indication that it was urgent. Pearl Harbor was covered by the black smoke resulting from the explosions. That's all for my answer.
Okay.
Okay, we consider the answers. The second question is, were the twin towers deliberately demolished by explosives? Okay, when in view of the possibility that the twin towers were shot down by explosives, there is an interesting variation that is worth considering. If the twin towers were designated or replaned, and so that they could be destroyed in a trolley demolition if the circumstance occurred. A situation in which it was believed that they were in danger of collapsing in a in uncontrolled manner, and of falling on the buildings that rolling, then in the financial district of Manhattan. In such a case, it may have been thought better to demolish one or both towers in a controlled way to minimize threats and destruction in the surroundings. A self-destruction a self-destruction mechanism of the towers may not have been originally designated, but it may have been added later, especially after the 1993 bombing of the WTC, which alerted all of America, especially people working in office buildings surrounding, on the possibility that another attack could occur that would effectively destroy the WTC. This possibility will not be particularly difficult.
Okay. My answer, number two. The first hypothesis, the point that the fall and destruction on the tower's World Trade Center was due the impact or the planes, but so far the hypothesis was caused by explosives planted the building by the United States government is hoppers on the planes that were jackets were used as powerful projectiles. It is argued that the impact of the aircraft and the resulting fired fires could not have weightened the buildings sufficiently the initiate and catastrophic collapse.
Yes, my
And this was my final answer.
well, my answer is According to this hypothesis, that the crime was perpetrated to meet the expansionist objective of the agenda included in the report and try to preserve the interests of multinational corporations, especially those of oil and weapons, which have been politicians and military officers for decades, and accuses the financial power through its puppet politicians of being responsible for September 11. So probably the Twin Towers were deliberately demolished by explosive and by the fire, and a huge number of possible reasons. That's all.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
The third question, yes. The third question is, were some
Yes.
people forewarned about the attacks? Okay. In my opinion, when on September 11, 21, two planes collided with the Twin Towers, very few intermediate thought of Osama bin Laden, who sure did. Who sure did because he had been warning for some time. Was John O'Neill, a troubled and brilliant former FBI agent who was premiering that day, head of security at the World Trade Center. O'Neill was a man who had studied and warned about Osama bin Laden, but whose arguments were not accompanied by discerning government measures. All this had a lot to do with inertia, but also with O'Neill himself, with his strong and combative character, which did not even fit the typical profile of an FBI agent.
Okay. And in my answer number three, I think in the attack, the September 11th, few people they looked one was happening from the 8:48 o'clock was initiated. That attack terrorists were nothing will come back to be the same.
Well, it is the third question, right?
Yes.
Well, additional facets of compressed like this include the debate over whether warnings received from French agencies were specific enough to warrant preventive actions. If internal intelligence about or, for example, was planned attack was exhaustive enough to have a mandatory intervention. To what extent the alleged kidnappers were under the surveillance before the attacks, and if the Mossad or the intelligence between services of Pakistan were aware of one imminent attack. I finished it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
The fourth question. Was the Pentagon really hit by an airplane? Yes. Flight 77 was the third flight hiked as part of the attacks of September 11, 21, and was deliberately crashed into the Pentagon headquarters of the United States Department of Defense. The plane, which covered the Washington Dulles International Airport link near Washington, D.C., and the Los Angeles International Airport in the city of the same name, was hijacked by five he-hide Saudis when it was 35 minutes away. The Saudis entered the cabin of the plane and forced the passengers to go to rear of it. Anyhow, one of the kidnappers assumed the control of the flight as a pilot. Hidden from their kidnappers, only one passenger managed to make a call to their relatives still then what happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm, my answer number 4. The Pentagon, located on outskirts of Washington, D.C., and described by the terrorists and the lab school, was hit against one of the pheasants by the JCAT planes of American Airlines Flight 7 and 7. Finish?
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
Thank you. Well,
Okay.
I found a different answer, but I will
Oh,
share with you.
Okay, no problem.
Well,
okay.
I will
Okay.
start with the answer for this question. Well, according to the information that I obtained, it is impossible to determine the type and size for this answer. So, according to the 11th commissions, the plane that appeared on Washington to crash into the Pentagon was Flight 77, but no evidence was ever provided on this. Only a small remaining was found, with the serial number of the plane, but this piece of metal could have been placed by any. Moreover, people were seen manipulating alleged plane wreckage in open violation of the rule on the crime scene. Moreover, these remains seem to be something much smaller than the plane involved. As for these witnesses of the fact, some say that they had seen a large plane while others a much smaller one. This is one of the reasons for I can't or I argumentate my answers.
Okay. We
Okay.
have
Thank you.
we have different opinions, but all valid, I think.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah. Okay. The fifth question. Could the attacks have been prevented? Okay. The terrorist attacks of September 11, 2021, which left more than 3,000 dead in the United States, could be avoided the, with the clues that the security agencies had of two of the suicides. However, communication failures between the CIA, the FBI, and the National Security Agency allowed the catastrophe to be consummated according to the final report presented yesterday by the as Congress. How, how much long? The Joint Intelligence Commission of Parliament determined that an agent of the Federal Bureau of Investigation FBI maintained contacts with some men. Two of the hijackers of the planes launched against the World Trade Center and the Pentagon.
Well,
Okay. My answer, of course, the CNC might have allocated more resources to investigate Al Qaeda. They could have tried to infiltrate the organizations but in the agency, they were unable to understand the urgency. They did not allocate more resources because they do not um, perceive a threat.
Well, it's my turn again. Well, I found that we can't have a precise answer, but many theories, for example, the theory that we have in mind to answer this question, say yes and others can't be say not. For example, the 11th attacks could have been avoided if the U.S. National Security Agency (NSA) had not ignored the surveillance system devised by one of its former analysts, William Bean. It is the thesis of the documentary A Good American by Frenchy Moser. It is only one example where we can find, or I can't find, that there are many theories that we can't um, have to be for by a base for answer these questions. That's all.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
companions.
However, have been prevented. All have been prevented. Okay.
Yes, you are right.
Sixth question. Was Osama bin Laden really captured and killed? Okay. According to the video, the death of Osama bin Laden was announced on May 2, when elite unit of the United States Armed Forces killed Osama bin Laden, condemned journeyman. In the course of the shooting in the Abbottabad, Pakistan, President Barack Obama publicly informed on the night of May 2 that small special operations team had killed bin Laden. Seven the soldier who killed bin Laden was Robert O'Neill, a member of the Navy SEAL. I think that yes, the man was killed and captured. Thank you.
Okay. The United States layer of Osama bin Laden located he was delivered wire by a senior man from Pakistan military intelligence and service. These men showed that directly the CIA office in Islamabad to canvass everything in for exchange for money.
I'm sorry.
In this meant at to Osama bin Laden, prisoner since the years to that text in the city of Abdoman, in a house located to 3 kilometers from General Army. Bin Laden lived in the house with bars in the windows and barred in wires in the roof. He was very sick and he had medical treatment. He had not protection and he was isolated of the world. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Well, it's my turn, but I have a problem with my dog. I'm sorry.
No, quite. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, after listening to your answers, I know and I have to listen again or to watch more and with more details the videos because I couldn't find uh, good information about if Osama bin Laden really was captured and killed. However, I think it's yes. The answer is true, but I don't have any arguments. Well, so I have to find, or I have to have more information about it. So that's it. My answer. It's very short and simple.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Sorry. The next question I think is personal answer. It's very subjective. The question is, was 9/11 caused by the American government on purpose? Mm, Okay, I did also some of the conspiracy theories propose that it was the secret agents of Israel or Pakistan who were behind the attacks. Those that had the greatest impact are usually based on one of just two ideas. The first idea was the United States government had pure knowledge of the attacks and deliberately did nothing to prevent them. This group of theories therefore admits the existence of Islamic and does not question the cause of the collapse of the Twin Towers, but accuses the government of deliberately allowing terrorists to carry out the attacks. I don't know. He has received the name of Let It Happen on Purpose. Let It Happen on Purpose one. And the second idea of the answer is that it was the United States government itself that orchestrated and prepared the attacks in a false flag operation. This group of conspiracy theories question because of the collapse of the Twin Towers, which will be a controlled demolition. The term within work, internal work, has been used to refer to the attacks in this group of theories. He has received the name of MIHOP. He did he did it on purpose. They did it on purpose.
Okay. According to the questions, I think that yes, there is a theory where the American government is responsible. They are perpetually the attacks of September 11. This theory questions the cause of the collapse. WTC holding the hypothesis of the implantation of explosives in the buildings before starting the terrorist attack. The first theory holds and guilds the government American of having prior knowledge on the possible attacks, and he did nothing to prevent them.
Yes, it's true.
Well, after listening to your questions, I can't see, or I can listen that I have a similar answer to um Andrea. I don't remember. Yes, Andrea. So I will tell the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Um, we can't uh, know or find different conspiracy theories, but some of them uh, say which have achieved the greatest impact are usually based on one of some ideas, where affirms that the United States, if I accuse this attack in order to achieve a great amount of benefit in many government ambits. Also, wait. I think the answer is that this attack was not a surprise for the government. The attack of September 11 were a shock, but they should not have come as a surprise. Yeah. So Islamic extremists had given plenty of warning that they'd mean to kill Americans indiscriminately and in large numbers. I thought Osama bin Laden himself would not emerge as a signal threat until the late 1990s. The threat of Islamic terrorists were over the decades. So the final answer is that is yes. The government maybe yes. That's that's all my answer.
Okay, I
Okay.
think they are responsible because they didn't have enough protection. However,
Yeah,
they didn't know it was going to happen. Oh, I think
it's
this.
it's very illogical. It is not a surprise for them. It was very strange. Strange,
Yeah,
sorry.
okay. Okay. In conclusion, in my opinion, if we draw a timeline and in a longer historical perspective, will be seen as a mirror bomb or deviation within the Islamic Arab world. Bin Laden was lucky that they and May accidentally he did it for the press media, and there is no doubt that he succeeded. I don't
Yeah,
know. I think there's
I think it is difficult topic to talk about, but we tried to do and to answer it questions um, according to the videos and according to our knowledge in English. Because if in Spanish it is a difficult topic or aspect to take in mind, in English is worse because we can learn it a new language. But I think we did a good job. What do you think about it?
yes. This work is with Sarah because we work it because we know topics from another country. For example, United States.
Yeah,
I heard about that, but don't pay attention to it. With this work, I know
yes.
much about the
Everyone
topic.
know or everyone listen about it because it was a huge catastrophe. Yes, but
Yes,
anyone, I didn't know anything about it. Only in the news. September 11th. What do you think about uh, your work, um, Carol? Yes, Carol.
Yes, Carol.
What do you think
Mm,
about the work? It was a little difficult,
mm,
right?
yes, little.
Yes, very. But well, I think, oh, I feel that we learned a little about it. We have to investigate very much and we have to see the videos, but we
yes.
did good job. So congratulations for Carol and for you, Andrea. I think we tried to present or to answer each of that question the best way.
Okay. Likewise
Thank
for
you.
you. Likewise for you. Thank you. It's
Okay, thank
good.
you for you
It's
too.
good. We only know about Colombia. Yeah, United States. It's good.
Yes.
Okay.
Do
Okay. The
you
time is over.
do you
Or
have more information about it?
tell me.
Do you have some or more information about this topic, about this theme or the answers? I don't have more
Mm,
information. So I feel I finished with my work,
yes.
my
Yes. I
my
think that
preparation
is.
about it.
Okay, yes, I think the same.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for participating in um
Video?
this yes,
Okay,
we had
okay,
to learn how to uh, do this kind of calls. So that's all. Thank you so much.
okay, bye. See you,
Okay.
thank you so
See
Bye.
you
much.
later.
Good night.
I will I will turn off this, okay? One, two,